Okay, so let's take a walk here in the area around the Confucius temple and see all the things going on. It's a lot. I'll also take a look at all the foods on offer and all the small shops here. After that, we'll try to find the Confucius temple. Okay, so I went upstairs in this shop and I really don't know what's in here because it's very big. As you can see, it's very big. I'm going upstairs once again to see maybe there's some big surprise up here. I really don't know. Probably it's just a restaurant. Okay, it's a bookshop and I think you have to be very quiet. Yeah, so that was definitely a bookshop, and actually a very nice one. It was very special with all this fake river and the small bridge and stuff. It was very nice. There was a lot of people enjoying it up there, which I think was very good. I have actually heard something about Nanjing is famous for its many bookshops. I'm not a bookworm myself, but I like the quietness in there. It's very nice. Let's see if we can find our way out from this maze again. It was quite a nice place up here. See you on the streets. As always, I'm very impressed about just walking around in China, especially here where there's so many people. Everyone is just so happy and just minding their own business, which I really like. There's no one being like running around mad, or there's no one screaming at each other. Everything is just so calm and so nice. I really like it. The weather is amazing. When I left to Denmark it was 40 degrees, now I think it's around 30, which is very nice. Not as humid as before, so I'm really happy to be back here in China. I have always wondered what this thing is just in front of me. With all the colors, all the smoke, all the flowers. Let's try to walk in here and see what's happening. So far it can be absolutely anything. Museum, a bar? Ooh, I think it was a bar. So far there's a lot of music in here. A lot of weird stuff. Can't even fit. Okay, so it's just a souvenir shop with a lot of stuff. Let's take it around and see what it is. At least the music is not very loud in here. Alright, let's see what we can get. I just follow the arrows around, very nice. I got some flower tea. That's alright. I'm very excited to see if we're just going on to some backyard now or something. Or maybe we're just getting in the same place as where we came from. I guess so. Hey, it's the same. It's the same madness. Yeah, luckily we survived this crazy souvenir shop. I actually think there are more of them because I have seen this kind of entrance in many places. So probably it's a thing with crazy entrance souvenir shops. That's also very nice. Let's walk this way. A few times I have shown you these shops where people are in queue and there's a guy yelling and they are picking up something in some red bags. It's stuck. They're just queuing up to pick up their lunch stock. In the beginning I was very curious about what it was, but I have realized it's just buying ducks. Okay, so I actually think we are getting to the Confucius temple now. Let's see. As far as I remember, it's right in here. I'm sitting here with the Confucius temple right in front of me. I honestly don't know much about it, but I know it was built in 1034 as a house, a temple to worship the philosopher and educator Confucius. Since then it had been torn down many times during the Japanese invasion and other, but now it's back and was rebuilt many years ago. It's very nice here, and I think it looks like it's free to get into it and have a look inside, so let's go in and take a look. Okay, so there is a police guy up there guarding the entrance, but he is just letting people go in. So let's see. Okay, entering. Oh, 你好，免费的吗？谢谢。Works. We're inside. Okay, so right now we're inside here. I'm trying to speak a little low because people are doing their stuff again. Alright, so nothing special in there, just history about the education here in China through the dynasties. There's another entrance right over here, which I also think is free, so let's go and take a look at that one. Okay, so that was definitely not free. He just said "Piao" when I had tried to enter, but we'll buy and see. Let's see what's going on. It works! Okay, so where's my ticket? Let's try and ask thing. Okay. Okay, 帮我吗？一元买的。啊。Okay. 谢谢。Okay, I guess it's just more education in here. Let's see. Yep, that is not very annoying. Yes, so we are now here in the Confucius temple, and I think I tried the wrong entrance the first, because this is definitely the Confucius temple, or at least a part of it. The big statue just in front of me is, as far as I know, the biggest statue in the world of this philosopher Confucius. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, so luckily the sign could confirm at least something I said today. So the statue was a little bit more than 4 meters high and was the highest of its kind in China. Let's say it's the biggest one in China then. Okay, so that was the great educator and philosopher Confucius. Now we'll try to survive some kids here. And then on the outside we have something else which is the biggest in China. Let's go and check it out. The best thing is to stand in the front of a temple, then you know you are at least on 1,000 Chinese pictures. It's always nice. So right now I have the Confucius temple behind me, and I'm not sure if this is the main entrance or I went into the main entrance. Okay, out here in front of the Confucius temple, or Futsimiao as they actually call it, we have the Qinghai River. Let me check. Yes, Qinghai River. But over here, that thingy with the dragons on the wall, with the dragons, is the biggest screen in China. I don't know, I call it the wall with dragons, but it's 110 meters long and should be the longest in China of its kind. Now we are back at the main street, and it's getting a bit more lively here, and I think maybe all the food shops are waking up. It would be very nice to get a small snack here before I head home. Got it. So we like to call these Chinese burgers. I don't know. It's bread with meat inside, so it was the smallest I ever had. It was also very cheap, but it's alright. It's a nice little snack.
代表遐想心思，它还是一座文明之城，哺育了世世代代淳朴博爱之城。看吧，里面有免费饮料吃的，100份吧，没关系，今天看一看，了解。这船上看看。
Okay, so this place really also looks very, very nice in the dark with all the lights and all the traditional buildings and everything here. So I think I will take a walk here very, very soon, and I'll put the video up here in the corner. Until then, you should watch this video, and then I'll see you there. See you.